Yay! Drum and bass.
Here we are back once again.
Yes.
The Renegade Master.
Yes.
Welcome back.
Sweet drum and bass. Welcome everyone to the Magic Hat Show. 3 guys, 1 club, no drama. Me, Lee,
Jamal.
Gab.
and we're putting it like this: Lee, Jam, Gab.
That's it. Keep it short and sweet.
Before we start, need to thank all the new subscribers on YouTube.
Yep.
Please continue to share, like, and just let everybody know.
Yep.
Carrier pigeon,
Absolutely.
smoke signals.
Yep.
Anyway,
Yep.
okay.
Snail mail.
And then thank you to all our new followers on Instagram and Twitter. Much appreciated. You can follow us on both platforms at The Magic Hat Show. And today we shall be discussing, for the first half of the show, what shall we be discussing, lads?
A lot.
A lot. Okay.
A lot, as they say.
So we're going to be
Packed
discussing, because there's 6 to 7 days left until the Premiership.
Yep.
We won the curtain raiser, of course. Sorry, Liverpool fans. But anyway, moving on. So what we're going to do, we're going to discuss the up-and-coming season, the signings, the manager's impacts, going through the squad. Is the squad deep? Is it strong enough to carry us through the course of the season?
Absolutely.
Then we will talk about the arrivals and the departures. Mickey, Tyrion, the bodyguard, Kolasinac, Socrates, the Greek god, no, yes, and then plus, the hearsays of the ones that are departing the club. Bellerin, yes, and others. And then, what players do you think we need, Arsenal fans? Which players do we want individually?
Yes.
And then, what could Arsenal's lineup be
That's going to be an interesting one.
Yep.
for this season?
Many permutations could be had.
Those of you listening, what could our Arsenal, our lineup be? So then, we've got Stan Collymore's comments against
Against
Arteta.
Arsenal, yeah.
Yeah, that's you, Jamal.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I see
We'll
a
get
lot
our
of
teeth
a lot of
stuck into that
jousting there.
Yeah, you blew my phone up the way you were screaming and yelling.
Yeah, Jamal
Yeah, I
was
think everybody
not
missed the article.
impressed.
Well,
Not impressed at
No,
all.
I wasn't. It was. And I like Stan Collymore,
So do I.
you know.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Stan.
But that was a wind-up merchant article, which winded up no one.
Which
because
wound
no
up
one,
nobody.
No one, because no one actually read the article from what I see.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It
And-
failed as that, you know.
And then, because we are facing Fulham 12:30 next Saturday, we will be talking about the pre-match predictions, what we believe the score will be, what the outcome of that game will be. So, first of all, we are going to start with the up-and-coming season, the signings and the manager's impact. So who wants to go first?
Go on, Jamal. I'm sure you've got something to kick us off with. Anything?
Yeah. Well, I want to first start with the manager
Yeah.
and his impact within the club.
Mhm.
And I think, I can speak for all of us that we are all impressed with his impact
Hell yeah.
and the way he carries himself, the way he talks,
Mhm.
the way he completely transformed the mentality of the club.
Yeah.
Because with the previous managers, especially Emery,
Who?
there was
Who? Emery, the player,
Ye-
player manager, Emery.
the play. Yeah.
Player
There was
manager who was
no.
cheating.
There was no vision. There was no.
I think he had a vision.
Carry.
However,
What was that vision?
he didn't carry it out.
He didn't carry out right. There was no vision. There was no game plan half the time. Did you see a game plan, Lee?
I saw what he kind of tried to do, but it just didn't come
He
off.
had a good run. Was it 22 match unbeaten run? That was
Yeah, but these
way
were close,
overhyped.
close,
close matches. you know?
close matches. It was like 3-2 Everton,
Yeah.
2-1 Watford.
Yeah.
It wasn't, and then we went to
We have to give him credit. He,
Cardiff.
That was a half decent run.
3-2.
Yeah.
I wasn't impressed. I wasn't fooled.
The wheels came off Flintstone style.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
You know, in spectacular fashion.
Tottenham style, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, Tottenham style.
Yeah,
Ooh, that was a low blow.
That was a low blow, yeah.
Keep them coming though.
Yeah. I'll save them for later, yeah. So, really impressed, you know, the mentality. Plus, for the first time in years, we have a manager that knows his tactics.
Yeah.
Can change them during the game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, can change.
I was going to say he's very flexible.
Yeah.
And willing to squeeze the maximum out of what he's got, rather than use the excuse that you know, my squad is, you know, weak.
Good workman never blames his tools.
Yeah. So, you know, David Luiz is a classic test to that.
I think Xhaka,
where he doesn't quite work in a back four, changed it to a back three.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
that was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he saw that he was a liability.
The best out of the team.
Yeah, he did.
Somehow transformed Xhaka.
Mustafi.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mustafi started cutting out his mistakes.
Yeah, Lacazette to a certain extent.
To a certain extent. Still needs to score more
because
goals,
his
though.
overall play has picked up.
Yes.
Yeah.
The whole team
whole team, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he came in, didn't he? And he laid down the law.
Yeah, and most
very
importantly...
much
and
so,
what was
like
it?
Ferguson.
What was non-negotiable? Hard
Everything.
work.
Everything was
Hard work.
Non-negotiable.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Your attitude on the pitch, your attitude off the pitch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
how
kudos
about
to
remember who you are and who you
Arteta.
represent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Of course.
How about you, Gab? What do you...
Me, I was super impressed with Arteta from the very first interview. You know, like most Arsenal fans, when we saw the interview was up on YouTube, everybody went straight to it to see what he had to say.
Yeah.
You know, Arsenal fans were gagging for a manager who was gonna say the right things and then follow through on them. And I feel that he's done that. You know, he laid down the law. Guendouzi, Ozil, if you're not doing what I expect, you're not getting picked.
Teammate,
Regardless
former
of how
teammate or
good you
not.
are. Yeah, regardless of how good you may have been in the past.
Of course.
The past is irrelevant.
Your name means nothing.
When have we ever started a transfer season by actually signing some defenders?
Let's see now. Never? Or 2001?
Yeah.
When have we actually started a transfer window where we've started getting our business done early?
Yeah.
We are the kings of getting players in through the ever closing window.
The crevice of the transfer window on the last
We are
day,
lastminute.com.
last hour.
Yeah,
literally.
lastminute.com.
Because how did we get Nicola Arteta? Was it not the last minute?
Yeah, last minute. We are
last hour of the
lastminute.com.
transfer window when he done a U-turn?
Yeah.
And everybody else has got their business and their players are training and, you know, doing pre-season training, and we're still hanging on.
Really hate that from the club.
But we've got a few good players in, a couple of good players in early, hopefully a few more, which will leave us or stand us in good stead for the rest of the season.
Yeah. Yeah, just to touch on that.
Yeah.
We know mentality. We can all agree that mentality has changed.
Yeah.
Our style of play, we're recognizing an identity in our style of play. I think we didn't want to get fooled, because when Emery first came in, he was saying a lot of good things.
Well, he had his dossier, didn't he?
He had his dossier.
Which we were like, that's great. He's got
thank you.
information.
So now, all eyes, two-pack style, all eyes are on Arteta, because now you're Pep's cone man, first of all. You have no managerial experience. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you've just come in and we're skeptical already, because you're not an Allegri.
Yeah.
You know, you're not a Pochettino. You've come in, and what do we expect? And a big club like Arsenal?
Yeah, you've come in at the top level. It's not like you've worked your way up the ladder. You've come in at the top level for your first job.
Level.
Really, it's
for your first job.
It's really impressive, because it's just like he's a rookie.
He's like it's early days still.
Yeah.
You know, it can all go Pete Tong, but
early signs are good.
Supremely impressive to do what he's done at such a big club at your first attempt.
Yeah.
at
You know,
your
I think that's
first
why
attempt.
people are.
And he's not scared of dropping players,
And
confronting
look at the time he
players.
came in,
Yeah.
December.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Man,
Yeah.
we
Club was
was
in
in
uproar.
a terrible state.
He steadied
Yeah.
the ship massively.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So
Should we?
I've always said, just on an ending note, I said, just like what Gabe has said,
Yeah.
we still need to judge him because over a course of a season, we haven't seen him. So we need to judge him on this season, see what
Yeah.
he does. He still hasn't got his players, the players that he wants in. This is not his team.
Yeah.
Let's get that right.
Yeah.
So still question marks. We still have to,
Yeah.
we still have to,
So
see.
should we actually have a look at the squad and talk about?
Well, let's talk about the squad then. Just
Yeah.
go straight into the
Touch on
squad.
the
Yeah,
squad.
let's go squad.
Let's talk
So-
about the squad.
So, yeah,
Let's start with the keepers.
yeah.
Got
Keepers.
Bernd Leno, Emilio Martinez, and Matt Macy as our three keepers.
Solid.
Keep him.
Are there? Is there a better pair in the league?
Listen,
No.
don't
I
sell.
was sorry to cut you, Lee. I was
Yeah.
watching a video. I stuck it in our group. Statman Dave. Have you seen him on YouTube?
I saw
Yeah,
that. I saw that
I saw
video.
it, I
It's
saw it,
really
saw
good.
it, saw
Yeah.
it.
And he was talking about how we should
Sell.
sell
Well, sell them.
Sell
Sell
Burns.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sell one
Yeah.
keeper. He
Yeah,
was talking
which-
about Bernd Leno
Nah,
and
no.
keep Emilio Martinez.
Which I
Like, what
don't
kind of nonsense
agree-
is that?
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't
No,
agree
not
with
at
that
all.
Because he was looking at purely on stats, which was I think
But has Bernd got
Martinez-
bad stats?
no, it's
None of
it's
them have got bad
magnificent
stats.
because I'm just looking at his percentage shot saved. They're both on 79%.
Yeah,
The only difference is that Martinez has kept more clean sheets.
yeah, but he's played less
26%
games.
to 29%, which is not much. Yeah. That's the key thing. Bert Leno has played 30 matches
Yeah,
compared to 9.
yeah. We
for
need two
Emi
top
Martinez.
goal. You need two
Yeah.
very good goalkeepers,
Leno, I just
and we've
got a
got
feeling Leno is still number one,
that. Absolutely.
right? He's
We're
the-
not knocking Leno at
yeah,
all.
Yeah.
Because when he got injured, it was, hand
Yeah.
hand over mouth, heart dancing on tongue because we're like, oh my God, Martinez is coming in.
Yeah.
Oh man, how long has, Leno got until he comes back? But it just so happens,
Yeah.
our second, keeper is that good.
And why can't we have two good keepers? Because we had
Exactly.
two shit keepers for a long
Yeah.
time.
Thank you.
It's a major
We went.
plus.
We were going from
Two
Almunia
clowns.
to bloody Fabianski.
Almunia.
Take your pick.
Almunia hairing
Remember,
out
if
of
one
goal.
got injured, there was no respite. It was like, you know what? We've got another shit goalkeeper coming in.
Exactly.
Now we've got two good goalkeepers, and it's about bloody time
Exactly.
Why do you have to
Perfect timing.
ruin people's day by mentioning Almunia?
Yeah, but we have to, make that
too.
comparison.
Did
Oh
he go
my
to?
goodness.
Did he go to West Ham? Was it West Ham he went?
Oh my God.
No, that's Fabianski's.
Amunia. I don't know
Fabianski
where he
went
is.
to,
He's in the circus
West Ham.
somewhere, isn't
He's ruining somebody's day.
with
That's
his
where
big
he is.
shoes and his flower in his collar.
he? My goodness. Out of the inkwell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we've got two good keepers there. I haven't seen much of Matt
yeah,
Macy.
so there's the keeper's straightforward,
That's it.
Absolutely.
Just move on.
Yeah,
That's
it's straightforward.
sorted.
We have no problems.
That
We got
department is sorted.
supreme
Right.
keepers, so it doesn't
Our
matter
vice
who
captain
plays.
then, Hector.
Sell.
Do we sell or do we keep?
Sell.
And how much is he worth in this market?
20, 25 to 30. 30. 30 I'd go for.
30?
30.
I think so.
35?
I'll be pushing for 40.
Yeah, I'd be going for more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what has he done?
Listen,
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Look at the caliber of clubs that want him.
Okay, fair enough.
PSG, Juventus,
Juventus, yeah.
Barcelona are still interested.
Okay.
Or if you haven't got the money, we'll do a swap deal. And we're not doing no swap deal with like Henrik Mkhitaryan or Danny Welbeck. We want good players in a swap deal.
Why do we always get those bum deals?
Because we have
Because we have
bum.
poor negotiators.
Yeah, we've got bum negotiators.
Yeah.
Nah, man, we always get shafted.
Yeah.
Who couldn't negotiate their way out of a wet paper
Bend
bag.
over.
Yeah, here's the Vaseline.
Bloody
In fact,
hell,
there's no
man.
Vaseline.
Just raw. Nah, Nah, man, we always get them
Shout out
bum
to Ice Cube.
dud deals, man.
Yeah, we're terrible negotiators.
Okay, you see?
But,
And
yeah.
you see my mentality. Oh, 25,
Nah, we should
30.
if Hector goes, and don't forget he's a fashion and style icon, so
I love Hector Bellerin.
that should throw a few million quid on
How'd
there.
you love him?
I love Hector Bellerin. He's Arsenal through and through.
Anyway, sell.
Listen, if we can, I'm a believer in if there's better out there. If Arteta believes there's better out there,
Yeah, they're trying to raise
Then-
There is, though.
get
Yeah,
rid of him. He's not a well. I'm not saying he's not a key asset. He is a key asset, but there's better
He's-
out there.
he's
not.
expendable.
He's not irreplaceable. He's not.
Exactly.
yeah.
He's not Aubameyang
You
level.
can win
Leno.
games without him.
Yeah.
That's the key thing.
So yeah, I'd
He
I'd
wouldn't
trade
be
him in.
amiss.
Yeah,
I'd
Get
trade him in.
someone, yeah.
Next.
So let's look at first how the back four or the back three will shape up
So we think.
with So how do you see the back line?
The back line.
Yeah.
Depends who,
Because
know,
I think
stays
because
and
I
goes.
think who do you think is going to go from there?
Socrates, definitely.
Yeah.
Not definitely. But Kolasinac will go,
Yeah.
I believe.
I think Mustafa will probably stay.
Mustafi, question mark. Maybe, because we got Mari in there as well.
Yeah.
But
Well, the back three will probably line up as Gabriel,
Luis,
David Luiz, and
Saliba.
And Saliba, yeah.
Mhm.
I think he probably wants to play a back four, but last
They're
season
too inexperienced. Those
last
two as a
season he
pairing.
didn't have the options to play
Yeah.
a back four.
He has to trust his
So, yeah.
defence. And you can't trust him right
Yeah.
now just because of the inexperience.
Yeah, they could line up as Gabriel,
And David Luiz.
Saliba, yeah.
Mm.
But long term, it will probably be Saliba and Gabriel.
Yeah, that'll be the back. That'll be the
Yeah.
centre
Yes,
back
to come.
pairing.
Yeah,
But at this moment, I think they're too inexperienced for him to trust them
yeah,
side by side.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you'll probably stick with the back three, I'd imagine, against Fulham, and let them learn off of David Luiz. One of them will probably play with David Luiz throughout the season,
Yeah.
and then once they get a bit more experience, because Luiz's contract is only a year long,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
as the season goes along, they'll probably then start seeing more of them as a pairing, and those two are going to be a formidable duo.
absolutely.
Yeah. They've got all the attributes
Yeah,
to become.
it's like the Thing and the Hulk
Ooh.
Yeah,
as a centre back pairing, them two, because those are two hefty
they could
brothers, man.
They look after themselves. Yeah,
Yeah.
They love a
You know?
shoulder barge.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know,
And,
some forwards, especially against those teams like Sheffield United,
yeah.
We're going to need that.
you know, who like
Robust.
to come and
Mhm.
try and, you know, throw their weight around.
Mm-hmm.
I think those two should be able to handle themselves very well.
Yeah. Question marks, though, about set pieces. I need to know how they handle set pieces.
Yeah.
Because when you're up against these teams, these roughhouse
Well,
teams,
Absolutely.
Sheffield United, away to West Brom.
I think Arteta has
Brighton.
identified that as a problem area.
Yeah, that's why he's got the two new coaches
new
in. He's
coaches.
got, who is it?
from
Andreas
Brentford.
Georgeson,
Yeah.
who's joining us from
Brentford.
Brentford.
Yeah.
He's our head of set pieces and individual development. He's come from Malmo, and he's only young. He's only 38.
Okay.
So yeah,
Fair
so
enough.
that's somebody who Arteta
who's
has
gonna
convinced to
That's good.
join our backroom staff,
yeah
and it'll be interesting to see how
the transformation.
what he can do, because that's something. I think we looked over the data before, didn't we? Where
Yeah.
we saw that we're pretty shoddy when it comes to conceding goals from set pieces.
Hell yeah.
And they're not even crosses and headers. It's just we're not switched on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, like a short ball, somebody switched off in that split second. The pass has been played, and
I
you
think
know,
we all wanted
calamity.
it,
yeah.
didn't
I
we?
think
ensues.
out of the top sides, only Chelsea are worse. So yeah,
Yeah, I think we all wanted it as Arsenal fans for the defence to be fixed up. We thought Emery was going to do that. when we saw the pretty clips,
Yeah.
you know, on the Arsenal, on YouTube, on the Arsenal channel, we saw pretty clips of them doing nice defensive work. But then when it came to a Saturday or Sunday game, it was like, hold on, you've conceded 2 sloppy goals here.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
So it looks like Arteta is working on that.
And Arteta's, what I like about Arteta as well, you can see him on the touchline cajoling players. You know, he's on you. You're not having a moment's rest.
Yeah.
You know, very much reminds me of, like I said earlier, Fergie, with how Fergie was. If you didn't do your job, he'd let you know.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't personal. It's that you know you're there to do your job.
Switch
on.
Yeah.
Switch on. You know.
So yeah, I hope we do manage to sort out our set piece frailties.
We're gonna need it.
Absolutely.
But
But
should we get into the new boys at the back?
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. And what do you think of Saliba?
I'm impressed with. Oh, I don't really know that much about him, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like everybody else, I've just been YouTube scouting him.
Yeah.
He's, like I say, he's big. He's quick.
Yeah. Looks humongous, man.
He seems to be, from what I can tell
Varane.
from the stuff that I've read
And
from people in
Van
France,
Dijk
he's
type.
a calm player.
Yeah.
Very
He's
calm.
very
Van Dijk.
composed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not saying he's gonna become Van Dijk.
And
I'm just
apparently
saying.
Gabriel is the aggressive type. So apparently those
Yeah.
two, from somebody who's
They should
watched,
complement.
they should dovetail well.
Yeah, but what I like about him is, from what I've read, he's great on the ball. I think he's a long-term replacement for Luis.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's he was out 15 games last year with injury, but I think that won't be an issue with us.
Mm.
But yeah, he's fantastic. From
Well,
What
let's see.
from what I've seen, he's calm and he's highly rated in France.
Well, this is the thing. The Premiership is a different
It's
beast.
a different beast, yes.
It's a different beast. So we have to give him time. Really have to give him time to, bed himself in
Yeah,
before we start giving him all these praise and accolades.
yeah.
But Kieran Tierney then. Oh boy, what
Ah.
are we expecting from him
Your
this season?
favorite player, right?
Yeah.
The same.
I'm expecting him to be, when May comes around next season, I'm expecting him to be held and regarded as
That's one of the
best left
Yeah,
backs
yeah.
in the league.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
the moment, he
Yeah.
came in. He was lucky the way the season transpired, wasn't he? Because he was behind everybody else with this level of fitness.
Yeah.
And then we had the massive shutdown,
And
which
then-
allowed him to catch up.
Yeah.
And when he's come in, it's he's just slotted straight in. He hasn't looked out of
Straight
place.
in. Yeah.
I can't believe some of the rumours that we're seeing on the paper that Arsenal are apparently about to sell him. I don't know where that rumours come from. Leicester are sniffing about
No,
because
I think
he wants to. Brendan Rodgers wants to link him up
I think that
back
came-
together again. It's just like nonsense. Why would he come? Why would he leave
I
Arsenal
think-
to go to
I
Leicester?
think-
And why
I
would
think- I think
Arsenal
that
sell him?
came from an old rehashed article from the Sun.
It
So
must be, because
so
that was
it's just-
pre-COVID.
yeah. But he's
Well, they need to do better then, because that
and-
was a recent article.
And the impressive thing is he had an injury. He was out injured. He was behind everyone.
Yeah.
He came in and he was like, outstanding from what he. But like I said in the previous episode, I want to see more going forward, more assists,
Yes.
goals, hopefully,
Mhm.
because he's he can score goals, and he's got a terrific left foot. So, but what he brings most importantly is the mentality. He's
He's an Arteta player.
never said that attitude. Yeah,
Yeah, he's an Arteta player.
Yeah.
Him and Martinelli, Arteta players.
And he doesn't seem to get tired. Obviously he does, but he's full on
Switched
for the
on.
90 minutes.
Yeah, he's switched on.
yeah.
So we don't need to go on about Mr. Tierney because we know
Yeah, no, he's
what
straight.
comes with Kieran Tierney. And that's
Yes.
consistency and, the right attitude, the right level of attitude.
Yep.
Next.
So Gabriel. The man himself.
Yes.
Okay, so he FaceTimed David Luiz.
Yeah,
Yep.
since when has David Luiz been introduced?
And
Yeah,
Willian.
he's unveiling our players.
Yeah, he's
you know,
unveiling
as-
our players.
You know.
Well, I was worried. I was skeptical, but you two last show, convinced me.
Yep.
And soothed my nerves.
It's Fabrizio. Is it Fabrizio Romano?
Romano, yeah, Fabrizio Romano.
Yeah, he's the man
Yep.
with the. He's the man with the master plan.
He's the
Yeah.
man with the contacts.
Yeah, he knows when he says, "Here we go."
Yes, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah,
That's the
so
signal.
The
That's the
following
bat
day,
signal.
following day,
When he confirmed it, he confirmed
he's
it. you know?
unveiled.
Yeah,
Yeah.
FaceTime fashion.
yeah.
Oh man.
I have got some. I did some digging around from. I follow LT Arsenal,
Yep.
and they got some insight from somebody who's watched Gabriel.
Yeah.
He's an Arsenal fan who lives in Lille, and he goes to watch Lille. And he was talking about Gabriel apparently a year and a half ago. I've got a screenshot of a tweet here
Yeah.
from a year and a half ago. This guy's called Sam W _ AFC,
Mm-hmm.
and he says this is May 18th, 2019. The only defender I've really been impressed with this season in League One is Gabriel from Lille. Brazilian centre back, tall, powerful, and still young.
Very young.
Could he be the one? And they asked him some questions, and they said to him, how much of a upgrade would he be to what we have? And he said that he's got power and athleticism, and he's also very dominant in the air.
Yep, yep.
Oh,
I've got the
So
stats here. I've
sweet
got the
music
stats
to
here.
my ears.
Fantastic news.
Yeah.
Sweet music to my ears.
I've got the stats here from whoscored.com. Aerial duels strong, tackling strong, concentration strong, and plays the ball off the ground often. And player has no significant weaknesses, which is
And he has that Virgil van
Yeah.
Dijk quarterback
Yeah.
pass.
Yeah, he's got good left foot, good
YouTube
vision.
scouted.
Yeah,
Yep.
loves to play long balls.
he loves to run the ball out, which occasionally
Arteta would love that.
will get him in trouble, but he will.
Listen,
he will.
we are starting to play the ball out from the back very nice
Yeah.
and confidently. So he'll slot in.
And here's an interesting thing that he said. The question was put to him.
Who's this?
This is
The supporter?
this is the Arsenal fan. So LT Arsenal asked him. They said the Athletic reported that the scouting department's number one recommendation was Upamecano. How does Gabriel compare to Diot? And if you were given a choice, whom would you take out of the two?
Ooh. Let's
So
hear.
his reply was, I've seen much more of Gabriel, so I might be biased as I watch a lot of League One and occasionally watch Bundesliga games. But the thing with Upamecano is there's something a bit chaotic about him,
Yeah.
which is precisely what we don't want in this Arsenal defence.
Yeah.
Gabriel is taller than Upamecano, which is an advantage.
Thank
and
you.
the main bonus
Yeah.
is that he's a left-footed centre-back.
Yes.
He's very left. Yeah, he's very left-footed.
He's quick.
The thing is with Arteta, he wants players that can play.
Ball
Yeah,
playing.
ball players because
defenders.
that's it's not about all aggression and going to ground, tackling
Yeah.
and sweeping players. Which is great to watch, but that's not
That's not the modern
what
game
wins
anymore.
you. Yeah, yeah.
But that was never the game. Who were considered the best players of all time? Centre backs. They're the ones who were the ball players. Your Barazis, your
Yep.
Maldinis,
Beckenbauers.
yeah,
your
Bobby
Beckenbauers.
Moores.
Yeah, your Bobby
Yeah.
Moores. They're the players who people put up there.
Yeah.
yeah.
Maldini.
How many times do you see Van Dijk on the?
You don't.
No.
You don't. So yeah,
So there's all good things to come from him, hopefully, for the 2020-2021 season.
what did he
Yeah.
say Arteta was going to do to him? Going to be on him to make sure he doesn't slack, and he wants to develop him.
Who said that?
Gabriel.
Is that what he said?
that Arteta.
What is that? What Arteta told him?
What Arteta told him in their conversation.
That's good to
Yeah.
hear.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Says he's going to be on him.
Man, I'm just rubbing my hands with glee.
Yeah.
and anticipation
Yeah,
as
so,
to this season.
and that's why that was one of the reasons why he wanted to come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When a manager tells you that I want to make you a better player, I'm going to be on you.
Ainsley, Maitland-Niles.
What about him?
Would you would take him as a first choice right back, right?
What, over Bellerin?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, I would. I've been impressed with Ainsley's turnaround
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
since we came back, since the restart. So yeah, I'd definitely take him back. I'd definitely take him as a first choice. Yeah, it seems like a good deal to be had. Get Ainsley in,
Yeah.
sell
Bellerin.
for
Cedric
whatever, for 30
step
to
in.
40 million.
Yeah.
Cedric
Go
can
out and
step
get
in. Or go
somebody
out,
else.
yeah. Or if
Not
we can't,
not to replace, in a different position, because I think we've got Ainsley and Cedric,
Mhm.
and that money we get from Bellerin we can use further up the pitch, maybe
Partey.
creativity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Mr. Awar.
Well, yeah.
We'll
So what do you think about
get him.
Ainsley for you?
Yeah, just touching on him quickly, because we've given him a lot of praise, had a lot of superlatives about him in the previous show. So yes, I would sell Bellerin and stick him in because he done a brilliant job, and it was the Chelsea game where we were all scratching temple, wondering why Ainsley wasn't playing and why Bellerin was just put in. Although he did score in that game, but we were like, why isn't Ainsley Maitland-Niles starting? And then with Ainsley, I feel that he overlaps better and gives Pepe some support and cover.
Yeah.
Plus, like I said, he deals with threats coming down that side. It could be Richarlison, it could be Zaha, just a name.
Yeah.
A couple. Sterling. He, really does his job. So, yeah, that's all I have to say on Maitland-Niles.
Ainsley Maitland-Niles is the third highest tackler for us.
Say what?
Yeah.
I went on Sky and did some snooping around on
What you talking about, Willis?
Their stats thing. Our highest tackler was Danny Ceballos.
Yeah.
With Granit Xhaka.
Yeah.
So they were on the same. 45.
What? Hold on. Time out. Flag on the plate, travelling.
Yes.
Hands on side. Granit Xhaka was what?
Yeah, he was joint highest with Danny Ceballos.
Yeah, I can believe
In
that.
tackles. So, in fact, Ainsley Maitland-Niles came third, but you might as well say he's second.
Yeah.
And then fourth
Granit
was
Xhaka.
Bukayo Saka.
Yeah.
But then he played at left back, so okay,
Yeah.
I'll give him that. But
And
Granit
fifth was Pepe.
Granit Xhaka is
Shut up. Nah, get out of here. Pepe.
Yeah, so
For what exactly?
for tackling. Those
Tackling,
are the
yeah.
player stats for
Pepe
Arsenal.
for tackling.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Yeah. There you go.
Nah.
And
Pepe.
you know where David Luiz is 11th.
Yeah.
So that tells you the
How many tackles he
issues
misses?
that we
yeah?
have.
Yeah. How many tackles that he misses? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's quite
But his game is different. His game is more
about interceptions.
interception. If you look at the interception list, it will probably be higher.
But then his I guess the other way of looking at it is David Luiz's tackles would be less because the boys in front of him are doing their job.
That's good.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what it
So
says.
that would make sense then, yeah.
But I can't
But
believe it.
Shaka is a lot more aggressive. He's a lot more aggressive this year.
Granit Xhaka.
Yeah.
Oh, and Pepe.
Yeah, and he's maturing.
Wow.
You know. Yeah.
I would have never thought that.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Cedric,
And
what do you think's going to happen with Cedric?
Cedric, we haven't seen enough of him, so we actually.
It seems
Yeah.
a strange one to give him. What did he get?
Still
Like a 5-year deal or 4-year deal?
think
4, I think.
was it 3? I think 3.
Is it 3?
It's-
Well, I've said 5. You said 4.
Yeah.
You said 3.
Stats man. Stats coming in. Stats coming in.
Statsman Jam. Yeah, I think I found it strange. I don't know what's up. I've been impressed. He hasn't
No
let us
one knows
down.
what to make of Cedric.
Yeah, he hasn't let us down so far. So
Because-
he's kind of an enigma.
Our results have been positive. That's why
Yeah.
we haven't dug him out
And he scored a blinding goal.
Yeah.
for his debut. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's putting some nice crosses However, going back, over Bellerin,
Over,
defensive work.
yeah,
Him and Bellerin are level pegging for me.
yeah, Ainsley Maitland-Niles
Yeah,
over Cedric.
of course.
You know who Ainsley reminds me of? He reminds me of Lauren.
Yeah, that's a good call.
He reminds me of Lauren. He's got that hint of menace about him, like Lauren.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's like,
He's ice in his veins, like
yeah,
you said.
it's like, you know, you fuck with Ainsley, he's gonna grab you grab you around the throat like he did with Phil Neville.
And
He's got that, isn't he? He's got that.
very
Look at him,
calm,
he's got
very
that hint of menace about
Yeah.
him. Like,
Yeah,
if you
he-
fuck with me, I'm gonna fuck you
You
up.
can see
Yeah.
in Ainsley's eyes, isn't it? There's something in his eyes that says,
Yeah.
listen,
Yeah, he's
he'll
Mr.
just say it in a undertone. You mess with me, I'll
Yeah, he's gonna. Ainsley's gonna fuck you up. Like Ice Cube.
absolutely.
Saeed is on his way out, hopefully.
The bodyguard.
Absolutely.
And I will always love you.
Yeah,
Kevin Costner.
yeah. And,
Yeah, he needs to go, man.
and he's begging the club to be released. so-
Yeah, go.
Please release me.
Let me go.
No.
For a fee.
Yeah,
you can
for a
go.
fee, yeah.
You're not going
Yeah,
for
it's not a
free.
charity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go for a fee. But nah,
He wants to go back
Kolasinac.
to Schalke, isn't it?
Yeah. He needs to go. No.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Get out of here.
Yeah, moving on.
Yeah.
So what, move up to the midfield.
It's midfield. Yep. Let's
Interesting
touch on
department. Very
Yeah.
interesting.
So who are we going to start with? Matteo Guendouzi. Let's start with somebody controversial.
Who? Say what?
Matteo Guendouzi.
that.
Started so well.
Yeah, and then just because
boy,
of his
oh boy, oh
attitude,
boy.
yeah, his attitude that's got him in,
Wheels
hot
completely
water.
came off, yeah.
Come off the rails in spectacular fashion.
Yeah, because I was a fan of his. I thought he was
So
really
was
going
I.
to be.
Yeah.
He's going to be
I
something.
think everyone liked him. I think
Yeah,
But then, I can't
Yeah,
remember.
look-
You know, the game I started disliking him was, I think, when we played Chelsea and he got into this
Mason Mount.
kicking match with
Yeah.
Mason Mount, and I was like, you know me, I'm all for a good ding dong in a football game.
yeah.
But the way he kicked out at Mason Mount, it was like, what are you doing? Why are you kicking out at him like that?
It was cynical. It was petulant,
Yeah, it was petulant, and it was like that is going to get us in trouble. And then fast forward,
and he carried it
happens?
on. He carried it on the Stamford Bridge as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
With Mount. It was like, when you're seeking out a player.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he ran after
Yeah.
Mason Mount
Yeah.
to give him a little.
I think it was the Brighton game as well where he told one of the players how
That-
much you
That
earned.
was the
That
one
was when
that was the
he's-
one that did
I
it.
thi-
For
It
him.
was like, be gone.
I think that's when Arteta just lost it.
But Mason Mount was well within his rights to turn around and drop one on him.
Yeah,
the way
it's
he
true.
kicked out at him was like
It's true.
that was hooliganism type of kick.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it wasn't. You weren't trying to trip him over slyly. You swung your leg like you were kicking at a ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did. We knew the Brighton game. That's where it was like, you know what? This is the end of you. This is the end of your Arsenal career.
Yeah, we're offering him to every club in Europe.
No one wants him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was doing so well. Got into the French team.
It all got.
Yeah.
To, I think it all got to his head.
Yeah.
It must have all gone
but
to his head.
you can't.
Yeah.
It can't get to your head. We weren't doing that well for you to be like, yeah,
You know
you've
who
got
likes him? You know who likes him? It's
medals.
It's Stan Collymore. And he said that Liverpool, Klopp, should make a cheeky bid.
Nah,
How's he going to fit in that Liverpool
he
team?
will
to
not
do
fit
what?
in that team. I'm sorry.
If you can't behave yourself at Arsenal, how are you going to
Yeah.
go to Liverpool and be doing that same foolishness?
Exactly. Arsenal weren't doing nothing at the time, in terms of honours. You ain't got no honours for you to be, being braggadocious
Yeah.
and acting the way you've been acting and saying the things that you've been saying, especially to fellow professionals. Come on, man.
Yeah,
you can't
very
do that.
disrespectful.
Can't do that.
Is that all you've got to brag? All you've got to brag about is how much money you're earning.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
What
think
kind of nonsense is that?
I just
It's not professional.
I've got more
It's-
£50
it's not-
notes than you.
yeah.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah,
No, that's
I'd-
not professional.
I'd-
Next.
I'd ship him out along with Saeed.
Oh, the bodyguard.
Yeah.
Yeah. He can be his bodyguard.
Yeah,
you know?
next.
Danny Ceballos coming back.
Welcome, Danny. Welcome.
Love him.
Love him.
So glad.
Ceballos.
So glad that we actually brought him back.
The boy who eats
Because-
paella and drinks
yeah.
Estrella. It's
Yeah,
fucking magic, he is.
yeah. And he wants to come back. You know.
Did you see the thing he tweeted about Arsenal
Yeah.
fans? Arsenal fans are fucking mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, here it is. The fans repaid me by showing me a lot of love. When I was at home, they were sending me messages asking me to come back and say they needed me here.
Well, we do.
Yeah.
I feel proud, the club, the coach, and most importantly, the fans wanted me the same, to stay. You know who else was talking about the fans harassing him? Gabriel. The fans were bombarding me, telling me they
Exactly.
wanted to come to
Yep.
Arsenal.
Yeah, I think I heard that. Yeah.
I was like,
I
man,
heard
our
that.
fans are
And he turned down 3
the
clubs.
12th man
Yeah,
properly.
we did.
Yeah.
We did.
So he turned down 3 clubs until Real Madrid. You know,
you.
Arsenal is the only team.
Absolutely.
That
The
I
only
want to
thing
join.
with that deal is there's no buyback.
That's the thing. That's the
That's the only thing
yeah,
because
yeah.
Real Madrid once again could pull down our pants and say, "Listen,
You mean a
Thanks.
buy option? You mean yeah?
buyback." They could just say, "Well, thanks. You've nurtured these talents.
Thank you very much.
We'll take him back now. Thank you." So
Yeah.
that's the only thing I'm a bit
Yeah.
concerned about.
You can always negotiate halfway through the season.
Yeah, but
you know?
Real Madrid, man, and you know us
Well, what's he
already.
got? He's got a contract. So like he's got about another 3 years on his contract.
Another 3 years. Yes, he's got another 3 years.
And the thing is, for me, I liked him at the beginning when he first came. I was like, oh, this guy's got something about him. Then halfway through the season, I went right off him.
Yeah,
And then
so did I.
After the
yeah.
restart, he's come back like a man possessed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He's been playing some serious through
Yeah.
balls.
He
and
stood
it's
out
like-
in
that
games,
break.
yeah.
That break served him well. You know.
sort of
Yeah.
like Santi Cazorla-esque.
And some of the tackles that he puts
Absolutely.
in are phenomenal. For such
Yeah.
a skinny
Yeah,
guy, he puts in some chunky old
Yeah.
tackles.
and
Yeah.
remember,
Which are represented in the tackles stats.
remember,
Absolutely.
and he was making noise from the bench.
Mm.
You know, "Oh, I'm not starting. I want to play." And then Arteta was like, you know, just like everybody else,
Yeah.
show me what you got in training. I'll take a punt on you.
Mhm.
And then from there, he hasn't looked back.
Yes.
So, yes, welcome back, Ceballos.
Everybody's happy to see him back.
Happy,
All
man.
he needs now is to start adding goals to his game,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
that'll be top draw.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Next.
Torreira. In,
Lucas
out, in,
Torreira.
out.
Oh, man.
Shake it all about.
Looks like he's gone.
I'm sad. I'm
Yep.
sad with this
He-
because
yeah.
when he first came in, I was happy. I thought this is what we need. This is who we need, a sort of player that we need. He had the fans on side with his performances, especially scoring against the scum. Oops, sorry. The Lily Whites. Yeah, a.k.a. the scum. Yeah. And then the injury came.
Yeah.
Then he started falling away, and then our man Emery decided to put him in a number 10 position,
Yeah.
and then it was downhill from there. He just became surplus to requirements, a bit part player, and then it's like you're up for sale now,
Yeah.
and that's it. And what we're looking for, we're looking further down the line. We're looking
Exactly.
like, okay, Partey,
Partey. Yep.
yeah,
Can we get you, please?
can we get you?
Yeah.
We're looking beyond that because Torreira is not.
He's not. I knew there was something wrong with him. You know, in his first season, halfway through, he's been linked back to Italy.
Rumours of being homesick.
Rumors about being
Yeah.
linked to AC Milan, being linked to Sampdoria, and I'm thinking,
Yeah.
is he settling in well? Is he regretting the actual move? Is he?
It was like a
Is his family
Reyes
some issues?
type.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
100%.
I was another Twitter account I follow is the Daily Cannon, and
Shout out.
they had so shout out to the Daily Cannon,
Mhm.
and they had an article about Torreira saying that according to Fabrizio Romano,
Yep.
Fiorentina are in talks to sign a player, and Torino have confirmed that they're considering Lucas Torreira. But he thinks, according to as well James Benge,
Mhm.
Fiorentina are in the strongest position for the player. Yeah. The club are looking for about 25 million euros for him, which I think would be a good deal if we can get him off the books, get his money off the books, and get somebody better.
Yeah,
And
because that's
reinvest.
what we have to do in the long run is replace these Wenger players. I know Emery brought Torreira in, but I'm saying we need to aim each summer to get better players in. You know, and
100%.
offload your dead weights.
Yeah.
You know,
I think look all the defensive recruitments that we bought 18-19 season. Lucas Torreira is gonna go. Socrates is gonna go. So the only person that's staying is the keeper that we bought, Leno.
Yeah,
So-
the sooner we ship out
Yeah,
the remnants of
yeah,
Arsene Wenger's reign,
So yeah,
and Arteta makes his own stamp on the team,
yeah,
the better.
which you can
Yeah.
see, pace and power.
Yes, it's
You
going
can-
back
you
to
can-
what
you can
Arsene
see.
Wenger did.
Yeah, what the Premiership needs. You
Yeah.
need players designed
yeah.
for the Premiership.
El Neni
El bye.
gone.
Yeah,
There's no
we can't
There's no
find a buyer for him. I think we're just gonna loan him out again. I think,
Yeah, that's fine.
and because it's
Yeah,
he didn't.
I hear Italy's a
Completely-
destination for him. Sorry to cut
Yeah,
you.
Italy. Yeah, I think Torino were looking at him.
He prefers Italy.
Charity Shield. He
Torino
wasn't too
as
bad.
well.
He wasn't too bad.
Torino, so El Neni and Torreira to Torino.
Could be. You know, he performed well in that charity shield final. You know, but it's just not, you know, the quality that we need.
If I could touch on that, it's all well and good winning one game, the curtain raiser.
You have to
But
be tested time and again.
over the course of a
Yeah.
season, El Nini in our midfield,
Yeah.
But this is
no,
the same
no.
thing that Arteta said to Ainsley Maitland-Niles. He said, I don't want you to perform once every 3 months. I want you to perform once every 3 days. Which
you
is
have
the
to be
long and short
consistent,
of
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Of
El
course.
Neni is
Yeah.
you need to perform at the same level consistently every game.
of course,
Mm.
Not you have one big game and then six shit games.
of course,
That applies to the whole team.
of course. El
course.
bye.
Yeah, because
Right.
it's great playing great when the sun is out. What happens in the actual winter? You know, that's when we fall off.
Exactly.
So
Right, Joe Willock.
Ooh,
your favorite another
the giraffe
giraffe.
running.
the giraffe.
Joe the Giraffe Willock.
No, Joe.
Stay? Does he go on loan? I
Loan.
think he could do with a loan.
Loan.
But
Loan
Arteta
move.
seems to value him.
Yeah, he's highly rated within the club.
I don't doubt that. He's
Him
clearly
and yeah.
that Scottish YouTube channel that I sent you that you guys couldn't
yeah,
understand.
yeah.
Where
It was
Kieran Tierney, they interviewed Kieran Tierney and they asked him who are the best players. Now they asked him about the quality. Actually, is the quality? What's the quality like that of training at Arsenal? And he goes, "Oh, it's different gravy."
Alexis Sanchez could
And
testify
then
to that.
yeah, we'll come to that.
Ooh,
And then
touchy subject.
They asked him what players are really good, and Joe Willock was somebody that even Kieran Tierney was like, these youngsters, Bukayo Saka and Joe Willock, and I was like, Joe Willock. I don't see that in the game, but
You could see energy from Joe, but it's just end product.
is that youth? Is that
Hopefully,
youth?
yeah, exactly. Hopefully that will
Yeah,
come.
but Saka is youth.
But people,
And
I
he's
guess,
different.
Yeah,
players,
but
Gravy.
he's a very special player. Some
Players
people,
mature
you know,
differently,
yeah,
don't they?
yeah.
True.
You know,
Because
because I forget, Vardy was a bin man, wasn't
Yeah,
he before?
yeah.
sorry, Jamie, we're not.
Harry,
we're just-
Harry
we're just
Kane.
saying.
Harry
Yeah.
Kane. You know, Tottenham tried to sell him so many times. Just no one would
Yeah.
buy him.
Tottenham tried to sell Kane.
when he was youngster. Yeah,
Get the
Yeah.
out of here.
Yeah.
Nah.
yeah. But
Seriously?
he was a late bloomer. He wasn't this
Okay,
magnificent.
so I'm
yeah.
using that then.
Yeah,
so
use that.
maybe Joe could become a late bloomer.
Yes,
Okay.
you know.
Harry Kane.
Gareth Bale is another example.
Nah,
Really?
he was.
You know,
Nah, he
that's what-
hit the
he-
ground running.
He was struggling.
What,
he
at
was
Southampton?
struggling at Tottenham. No, not Southampton.
Where did he come from? Birmingham or somewhere like
Southampton.
Came from Southampton.
Southampton,
We have,
that's it,
Yeah,
sorry.
he came from
Walcott.
Southampton, went to
that?
Tottenham.
And went on loan though, didn't he? Didn't he go on loan to somewhere before he went to Spurs?
No, he went to Spurs and think they loaned him out. Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
and
loaned
he came
him
back, and Harry Redknapp just chucked him in
left back stroke,
left back.
wing back stroke, left
Yeah.
wing.
Is Mike on
And
still
he
waiting for that taxi?
I think he is. Taxi, for
Mike
Mike on. Taxi for Mike on.
That man must be. He disappeared. He sunk without trace after
Yeah.
that game.
Yeah.
His career
He,
just
wa-
ended.
he was rather old then. He was an old man.
Yeah, but man, Gareth Bell buried him.
No.
Yeah.
We'll just say stay rooted, didn't it?
Me.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Man, Gareth Bell pulled down his trousers.
Yeah.
pulled down
And
his
we know the
shorts
rest.
And
Yeah. It
Dis-
was
disrespected him.
Henry, Danny Mills all over again, eh?
Yeah. Emil Smith Rowe. So who was that? Joe Willock. What we hoping for Joe Willock then? Just to
Fix up, look
On-
sharp.
go on loan.
Yeah. Dizzy
just
Rascal,
go.
yeah.
Just loan him out, man.
Mm.
His decision making is a bit off for
I
me.
think he'll keep him. I think he'll keep him, and I want to see exactly like what you said. You know, more end product.
Yeah, like Gabe said last
Yeah.
show.
If Tini is
practice,
bigging
stay
him up
behind.
like that, you know, there's a good player there.
Stay behind and practice. Because he's got it in him, in his locker. But it's just like, Joe, why did you pass it there when you should have passed it there?
Yeah.
Was that a shot, Joe?
Yeah.
Do you call that a shot? Was that a header, Joe?
And Joe, put your boots on the right feet.
Exactly. And stop running like a...
Headless chicken
At
/
stroke.
giraffe.
Giraffe on ice.
on ice, you know. My goodness.
And let's talk about the man of the hour, Bukayo Saka.
Saka.
Yeah.
What an introduction that young man's had.
Yeah. Just long may it continue.
Yeah,
That's all I
absolutely.
want. I don't want to put heap too much praise on him. I just want him to just go along Ryan Giggs fashion.
Who
Played
had
very well in the England under-21s.
Yeah, I saw
yeah,
that.
yeah. The
Just
best
let him-
debut season for youngsters since Cesc Fabregas.
Still learning.
For Arsenal, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still learning. So don't
Yeah.
heap too much praise on him.
Yeah, he's going to hit a plateau at some point.
Of course.
And I hope the fans just don't
Understand.
don't
Yeah.
get on his case and allow him to just work
We
through
love to bring down players. So
Yeah, we're very reactional fan
Yeah.
base. But not just Arsenal. All fans are
All
reactional.
fans are like that. So we
Yeah.
can't, you
There's
know,
always a
say,
section of fans who are like, oh, we shit. Just, it's part and parcel, I guess, of learning the trade.
Yeah.
You're gonna rise, a meteoric rise, and then you're gonna hit a plateau
of
at some point.
course. And one thing we don't want to do is burn our youngsters out.
yeah.
Which is probably what happened with Jack Wilshere, because I was looking at some guy and he was I think his name's John Williamson. He does Arsenal's youth. He's
Yeah.
been doing Arsenal's youth for like 40 years or something like that. On Twitter, I think is Willow 1886, and he was talking about this youngster coming through called Charlie Patino, and he reckons this Charlie Patino is better than Wilshere at his age.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody pointed out that the thing that probably did Wilshere was he started playing senior football far too early.
Oh,
Yeah.
my days.
Yeah.
16.
Yeah, so somebody said hopefully Charlie Patino won't suffer the same fate as
Yeah.
Wilshere and start playing
Yeah.
too early. So hopefully the same thing won't apply to Bukayo Saka, where he starts playing
I
too
think
much senior
the problem
games.
with Wilshere wasn't that he played too early. It's just that he played too much, too early.
Good. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good point.
You know,
That's
because
a good point.
yeah, because he was starting against Champions League against Barcelona,
Yeah.
right? And how old was he then?
And then
He was
we raved about, we've got Wilshere. And then what was Pep's response? Well, we've got several Jack
Yeah,
Wilshers.
we've got several Jack Wilshere, which
But
Yeah.
you hear us bragging and boasting. And then,
well, that,
a lot of people...
that Jack Wilshere was running the game.
No, but what I'm saying is a lot of people outside Arsenal
Yeah.
for England were saying, future England captain. Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, so hopefully, Bukayo will be man-managed
Yes.
Well-
Which he will be.
yeah,
He will be.
and the fans understand when he's not playing certain games and
Yeah.
don't get
Well,
on
they
Arteta's
didn't
back.
understand They were like, how come Saka's not starting?
Yeah.
And then they've done the same thing with Martinelli. Why is Martinelli not starting?
Yeah, fans just want to run players into the ground.
These players are still growing.
Not everybody's a Wayne Rooney who can come on at
Exactly.
16 and then play
Freak.
till he's play non-stop till he's
That was a freak and a
36
one-off. Yeah.
with hardly any injuries.
Yeah. Michael Owen and Wayne Rooney.
Yeah.
Nah, they're just freaks.
Yeah.
So
Next.
Emil Smith Rowe. You think he's
high
going to
hopes.
stay?
We've
or
got
out on loan?
high hopes. We've got high hopes. Yeah, we have got high hopes for him.
Yeah.
Not another loan spell. No.
Yeah, I think he deserves a chance.
Yeah, because he's been out on loan
Yeah.
already. Give him
Yeah.
a chance.
Yeah, I think he deserves a chance.
Yeah.
Apparently he did well up at Huddersfield, is that, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Really, yeah.
Yeah.
The
I YouTube scouted
scouting
him.
games, the YouTube scouting looked...
YouTube scout,
Good.
scout,
Yeah.
scout.
Gabbed all over the YouTube.
No, we learned our lesson with, who was it?
Javinho,
Yeah, Javinho.
Shamak,
Shamak was the main one where we
and
learned
Santos.
our lessons.
and Santos. My goodness, this Santos. Oh my God, you see who we're getting. Oh my days. The guy's got skill.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, so hopefully Emil Smith Rowe gets his opportunity. Where's his best position in a
Number
that
10,
Ozil
wasn't it?
row, isn't it?
And
Yeah,
also,
Ozil.
he can play just behind the forwards,
Mm.
you know, and attacking midfield.
I think if he does come through, the thing that he'll have is the fans will give him all the time that he needs as a academy player coming through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's no hype about him. He's just do what you do.
Yeah, just hopefully, like I said, he just he flourishes
Yeah,
and give him time to just nurture his talents.
absolutely.
Next.
Granit Xhaka, we've talked about Granit Xhaka.
Yeah.
I'm just full
Yeah.
of praise for him. Just carry on as you were, sir.
Yes. And watch out those tackles.
Exactly.
That's it.
Right, it's forwards, the forward line. Let's start with our new boy, Will.i.am from Chelsea.
Yep.
What can we say? We've said it. We've mentioned it in the last show.
Yep.
Experience comes with a lot of honours,
Yeah.
which will then lead on to experience, giving the youth who we've just mentioned experience.
Yep.
So welcome, Willian.
And he's not come to collect a paycheck.
Exactly.
Yep.
He's
You
come
know.
here to progress the team and challenge for whatever's
Yeah, and he's
What we
very
need.
very
He is, sorry to cut you,
Yeah, yeah.
he is what Gary McAllister was to Liverpool.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping so,
Yes.
because when Steven Gerrard, looked at Gary McAllister and said, what are you doing here? What's a club like Liverpool buying Gary McAllister? And then later on found out that his experience was invaluable.
Yeah, Gary McAllister knows a lot of
Absolutely.
shit.
Exactly. And helped his game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just looking at his, crossing, very strong, key passes, very strong passing, very strong, taking set pieces, very strong, dribbling.
Oh,
strong.
we take awful free kicks.
Long shots.
David Luiz.
He can shoot. He can hold the ball. So, and direct free kicks. And he took 7 penalties, missed none. So that's another player that can take pens.
Take pens, yeah.
Excellent.
So So
Liverpool
he's,
found that out, didn't they?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he 9. I think how many did he score? Gab 9 goals, 7 assists. That's a
Let's
lot
just
of
hope,
goals
yeah.
from midfield.
And like we touched on last.
And we've talked about him a lot. Chelsea did not want it to lose him. So
Let's talk about the two youngsters, Reece Nelson and Eddie Nketiah.
Eddie Nketiah.
I'm biased.
Yep.
These two touch my heart because they're academy players and I want them to succeed. So I want them to stay at the club. They've had loan spells. So I do really want them, but I want them to step up
Yeah.
again, well done to both in the England scoring.
Yeah, Eddie getting his hat-trick, which now takes him 2
apparently
behind the top. 2 behind Alan Shearer and Franny Jeffers, who are the record goal scorers.
for that level.
Yeah, so I think he's on 11 now, and the record is 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a goal scorer in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he got high praise from Eddie Boothroyd.
Yeah. Who said?
He said, the fact that he's 2 behind Alan Shearer tells you about his caliber of goal scoring.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's not only a brilliant player, but a brilliant guy. And he was captain as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And he took a pounding, apparently, and doesn't complain. Just got up and got on with it.
You know, because Eddie can dish it out.
Yeah.
He's a tough boy.
So I know we were we were slightly critical last week about
Yes.
his goal scoring, but that's more something that, we're scoring against under 21s is great, but in the Premiership,
I
obviously,
think
he's playing
Arteta
against
knows.
grown men.
knows. That's why he plays.
Yeah, he's giving him that experience.
Yeah.
And Leeds didn't want to let him go.
Yeah.
They wanted him, to continue his loan spell.
Yeah.
But it was Arteta that said, hold on, I see something in training. No, we're going to keep a hold of you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just want both of them
Absolutely.
to succeed.
Yep.
And Reece is going to learn a lot off of Willian.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, yeah. So those two, for me, is a keep.
Yeah. I agree.
Lacazette, in or out,
Lacazette
on the boat.
The thing is,
A lot
we
of
need goals.
sighing.
We need goals.
And he doesn't provide them.
And he doesn't
Yeah.
provide them. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. We've given you chances.
The
Where's
one
the stats?
encouraging,
I took
the one
the
encouraging thing
stats.
about him is that his overall play is good. His overplay has
But as Gabe's touched
Yeah.
on, sorry to cut you, but as Gabe's touched on,
its end product.
you get nil pois
Yeah,
for that because industry is what the team, every player should have. Industry.
Industry is a basic requirement in football.
Exactly. But your
Hard work.
role is to score goals.
Yep.
And you're not scoring them.
He
And
scored 10 last season.
in all competitions or
Just
just
in the Premier League, he
in the
scored
Premier
10.
League?
In the season before that, he scored 13.
So it's
And
going
in
down.
his debut season, he scored 14.
yeah,
Granted, he was injured for a sizable amount of it, but Aubameyang came in halfway through the season and scored 10.
yeah,
So, the guy's, he can run around as much as he likes, but run around in the penalty box
yeah.
Yeah.
and start shooting and scoring, because
Yeah.
his finishing is atrocious.
Yeah, it is. It is, and we're not having a
Yeah.
go at him because we want all Arsenal, those who play for Arsenal, we
Yeah.
want them to succeed.
Exactly.
So it's not us having a dig
Yeah.
at any Arsenal player, but what you do for our club,
There's better out there for us.
exactly.
And we'll come on to him. We'll come on to who we would like. But if we think he should be moved on if better is available.
If better's available, it's just like Bellerin.
Yeah.
If better's available, I don't mind, shipping him out.
I agree.
But I like him. I do like him as a person, what he brings to the dressing room. But we, when we're up against Man United away, Chelsea away, we need players to make a difference.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When you're bearing down on goal, we're thinking, I bet you he misses.
Yeah,
No, it's true. When
No faith in his
Aubameyang's
finishing
one-on-one with a keeper, you're like,
Yeah.
yeah,
9.5 times out of 10.
that's going in.
bang in the
Go
goal.
on,
Yeah.
Abba.
yeah,
See
You're
the-
like,
see the bag bulging.
when it's Lacazette, you're like, please. But, that's what you do.
Yeah.
Henry, Ian Wright, whether you see them on TV, see them live in the flesh, hear them on the radio,
Yeah.
I'm right. Oh, he's made it 1-0. Lacazette bearing down on goal. Theatre's going. Your mind's going. You're hearing it on the radio. He scuffed it wide. He's hit the corner flag.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He needs to. pick up
Sorry,
his finishing.
Lacazette.
Yeah, I agree.
Had to explain.
Pepe.
Right. With Pepe, I know there's a player in there.
100%.
I know there is a player in there. So we have to, just like Arteta, on the managerial front,
See, if you
on the
take
player
a-
front,
sorry,
go.
Sorry to cut you. If you take away the fee, he had an okay season.
Well, he was our second highest.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm coming with the stats.
You got your stats
Yeah,
piled up
mate.
today.
My printer was working overtime yesterday. I ran out of paper.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I had to find some scrappy do paper,
Yeah.
mate. But yeah, Pepe is our second highest player with through balls. Our highest is David Luiz with 12.
Yeah.
And then Pepe was 10.
Let's give a shout out to Lacazette. He was the second top scorer, right? Second highest scorer for Arsenal.
Far behind.
Yeah.
But yes,
we
second
have to give him
highest.
that. We have to give him that.
But
you know?
yeah,
We have to give him that. You know,
Pepe needs more.
Lacazette will be listening.
Yeah, Pepe needs to do more with assists. But sorry, go ahead, Lee. I cut you off in your
Yeah.
prime.
Sorry. Yeah. Go on.
No. Listen, you had valid points. So
Yeah.
no, I'm just saying with Pepe, he just needs to step up his game, like goal scoring. There is times where he just takes too much touches.
He needs to cut down on the dribbling
Yeah.
and concentrate on the key passes, right? Through balls and setting people up and shooting at the right time.
And working on his right foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I look
but
at
because he's a major asset regarding his dribbling. He's a major asset because
Oh, he puts people on their backside quite
yeah,
regular.
he will-
He leaves people standing.
he'll break plenty of ankles.
and the players
yeah,
and the players say that Pepe he nuts.
You can see that.
He embarrasses.
Willian on
You can
one
see that
side,
with his
Pepe on the other
balance.
side.
Yeah, he says in training.
Yeah.
They say in training Pepe is disgusting. But
You can
when
see
you look,
he's ready to blow up.
when you look at, you know, who's in his position,
Yeah.
your Salahs, your Raheem Sterling's, when you look at those players, they've got end product. And
Yeah.
that's what Pepe needs
But
now.
Sterling
To be fair-
didn't have that.
Didn't
And
have
who was
that
the,
exactly.
Who was the
I
man
was
who
trying to make
Arteta.
that point.
Arteta
The
was
cone
the
man.
Yeah, the man who
it
brought
was
it out
not
of him.
long ago. People were calling Sterling headless chicken. You
Yeah,
know? He just runs
that's
around.
true. Leroy
you know,
Sané
just-
is another one.
Yeah, so if we've got the right manager, hopefully, to
Yeah,
translate what he did with Sterling and
Mahrez.
transfer it over to
Yeah.
young Pepe.
yeah. Pepe
Because
is a
the
good
guy's
he's a good finisher.
Yeah.
He's a
Bags
good
of
finisher.
talent.
He just
Yeah, he's
needs
got
to
some
put
talent.
himself, in the right place.
Look at that goal that he scored. I wish that goal would have stood in the FA Cup because, man, that was one hell of a finish.
Yeah.
It's a strike and a half.
VAR. Yeah.
That was a hell of a finish. That would have gone down up there in the pantheon of great FA
Absolutely,
Cup final goals.
absolutely. Yeah, up
Yeah,
there
yeah.
with Limburg. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and
who have we
Parla.
got left? We've got the captain. Let's do Gabriel, and then we'll do with the captain. So what are we expecting for Gabriel for this season?
Martinelli.
Yes,
It's
Martinelli.
Martinelli. Just-
We've got high hopes.
I'm
Leroy's
really
available
excited.
for bar mitzvahs and
We've got
weddings.
high
Yeah.
hopes.
Yeah. What do we expect from him? The same.
The same.
I don't want him to change much because he's got everything,
Very direct,
right?
isn't
He just needs to focus on staying fit,
he? Yeah.
bulk up a little bit, get in the gym.
Tierney again in that YouTube video. Tierney touched on
Yeah.
Gabriel Martinelli.
Yeah.
They're talking about this exercise where they were doing this running exercise, and he said his partner was Martinelli,
Yeah.
and he said he couldn't get away from him. He was like, "What the fuck are you still doing behind me?"
Yeah.
He said, "This guy," he said, "he is so fit."
Yeah.
He said, "Wherever
could
I
tell.
went, he was there. No matter how fast I ran, he was there."
Really quick.
You could
I
tell.
think
He was like, "This guy is
Chelsea
super
found
fit."
out
It's this
super
determination,
fast.
his mentality.
that Chelsea game. Like, I could not believe how fast he is.
And who let him go? What team let him go? Alexis Sanchez was just touching on them during the week.
Oh, him.
Oh,
What team?
Manchester United.
The Devils? The Red,
Red
ones?
Devils, yeah.
All right, okay.
Yep.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
We gave them Cristiano. They gave us Martinelli, which is good.
So Aubameyang, last but not least, for our
Aubameyang.
players.
Aubameyang. Please sign the ting. Please sign the ting. Please sign the ting. Please. Anyway, he needs to sign. But this guy, without his goals, where would we be? Like I said on the previous two shows, where would he be? The man, we just need to help him though.
Yes.
Yeah. He needs.
He's a £100 million player.
Yeah.
We wouldn't get that in this market. We'd be severely sold short, and we
Yeah.
just couldn't afford to replace him. There's nobody out there like him. So yeah. we just got to sign him up. I think he's signing anyway. And there's not really much more to add on him.
Yeah.
Mhm.